at high note? Or you guys both do, right?
Oh, we switch kind of.
We switch, but I do the high.
Yeah. So I do the oh no, and then I drop down into never gonna catch me now. And then she goes, never gonna catch me now.
Oh,
so we kind of
so freaking
the chemistry is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Oh my
God.
God.
So.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nne and Ike Chat. On today's show, we're going to be having VanJess, the R&B soul duo that have gained millions and millions of fans over social media sites such as Vine, Tumblr, Twitter, and have over 40 million views on YouTube. Hey guys, welcome to Nne and Ike Chat. We're bringing another episode, and guess who we have on today?
The one and only VanJess Music.
Yes! Hey
so
guys.
happy to have you guys here. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this wonderful interview.
Thank you guys for having us.
Oh, no problem. Like, who wouldn't want to have you gorgeous singing ladies on their shows?
Dynamic duo.
Like, we've seen so much of you guys, you don't understand. Like, I'm a big fan, you know?
I found out about your YouTube because of Tumblr, actually.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go way back before. I wasn't aware of this interaction.
It was actually one of your most viral videos, if I may say so. I think it was with the Frank Ocean Thinking About You. That one was viral, right?
Yeah, that one went viral.
I mean, which one isn't viral right now?
Yeah, right?
Well, what kind of question is that?
I mean, if we can just sit and talk about like your YouTube subscribers, your Facebook followers, likes, your Twitter followers, Vine, everything. I mean, how did it start?
Just give us the deets. Tell us the secret.
How did it start? Oh my God. I mean, we decided when we were in high school to go on YouTube. It was all Ivana's idea. I was scared too, but we were fans of people on YouTube. Like when YouTube first started, like Justin Bieber, SB Denters. That's when Justin Bieber was still a YouTuber, and we were like, oh man, like we saw a lot of people kind of putting themselves out there on YouTube. So we thought, hey, like let's try it. We didn't tell anyone. We didn't tell any of our friends. We just thought it'd be a fun, like a fun thing to do, Like we're like kids, like 15 and 16. So, we kept trying things. And then I think it was the one we did, which was a Lady Gaga cover. And we did it in our bathroom, just a cappella.
I had an eyeliner pencil.
Yeah.
And I was hitting the wall.
I want you revenge, you and me could write a bad romance.
And I think that was like our first like viral video. And we posted it up, and then the next day we saw Perez Hilton saw it, and then it had like 100,000 views in a day, and it just kind of kept climbing. And I think that's when it really started, and we were like, whoa, that's crazy. And it was cool because we were still in high school then, so we were just kind of like at school, like,
oh god,
we're fly, we're dope, we got 100,000 views.
No, like I didn't.
Weird.
Nobody knew. Like I didn't tell anybody. But it was kind of just fun. Like how to have that. And so, kind of being young, we were kind of still figuring ourselves out. And then I think it was like 2012, after things just kind of kept spiraling up, that we really began to take it seriously as artists and as musicians. With every video, we would kind of just take what people were saying
and just get better.
Yeah, and just like practice and like get to the point where it's like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like we would always tell ourselves, let's make it so those haters can't say anything at all, which is impossible.
Impossible, yes.
But at the time, we did kind of have that drive, like let's get better.
I mean, haters gonna come nevertheless.
Yeah. I was actually gonna ask. So you guys didn't tell anyone. So did it get to a point where people were coming up to you guys like, oh, I saw you guys on YouTube. You guys do a YouTube thing?
Yeah, definitely.
And what was that like? Was that awkward?
It was awkward.
It was awkward for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that you'll never get used to. I mean, even now, like, I think I was when I was in school, I would be on the train sometimes, and I did not want anybody to see me. Okay, like I was a mess. And then, hey, ain't you? I see your video. Oh my god! And I'm like,
Well, no. And if,
No.
You never gonna catch me.
Literally.
it's kind of like we wish people would kind of see what we've been doing behind the scenes more so,
Yeah.
because I think sometimes people have this perception, oh my god, you have all these hits,
Yeah.
but I think like when we started our journey as like artists, like that's like a whole different thing,
land.
and that's where it's like, okay, we can't necessarily post videos of us going to meetings and like going to auditions and being in the studio and writing. Like those are things that obviously people don't see.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like where we've been for the last like 2-3 years.
So do you ever feel like giving up? Like, do you ever get that doubtful part of your side of your brain? Like, did you just feel like, no, it's not working out?
Having that confidence in saying that no, like I'm where I'm at for a reason and my time is coming, because I am such a believer in timing.
Yeah.
Pastor Ivana,
Time is
yes,
everything.
Pastor Ivana, type in
You just give it to God and you just leave it there, right there. Just
And another thing too,
Everything.
another quote that I kind of make it my mantra is, someone else getting blessings is not going to get in the way of the blessings like you have in
that
store.
God has for you.
That God has in store.
Amen.
I don't want to
That's-
make this thing.
We can end the show here. We can end the show. That quote, we can end.
And I think that's a good thing too, because I think where a lot of people get messed up is they look so much at other people.
Yeah.
And they think, oh my God, this person's doing this and I'm still here. Oh my God, I'm a failure. And it's never going to
Right.
happen for me.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's easy to get in that because we're human. It's easy to
course.
kind of think, oh, well, why is it happening for this person? Why is it not happening for me? But everybody, like, it's about timing. And
Right.
sometimes it's like, we honestly really believe that there's certain things that weren't meant for us, and if we had gone for it, it would have been, because we've been in a position where we were like on the verge of getting signed, and it's like it wasn't the right, it wasn't right. The music wasn't right. It was just not the right timing.
Wasn't it?
And we were blessed to have gotten out of that situation. But I think that we always think, who knows if we had gotten signed like right then, and we did like the crappiest music and we didn't fulfill our potential, and we had already come out then. And then it's like, man, like now that we've discovered ourselves, we already got that shot. You know what I mean?
I wanted to talk more about your experience on The Voice.
There was nothing I could really just grab onto.
You guys should be separate.
And what Adam said to you guys. He said that he felt that you guys should separate. So how did that make you feel?
Oh man, I remember it like it was yesterday, man.
So
I love the rock star response by Ivana. I remember it like it was yesterday, man.
And before you guys go ahead and tell me about your experience, I want to hear this from top to bottom, beginning to end detail. Like what you guys performed, how you guys were feeling on stage, and just like detail.
TMZ Raw.
Yeah,
type
like
shit.
the thoughts that were going through your head, that kind of thing.
We'll give as much as we can without getting whatever. But
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
It's
Yeah,
personal.
we
Hey,
yeah.
hey.
yeah. So this is what you have to understand about shows like The Voice, okay?
Right.
It's very much what you see is not what's really happening.
Right.
So let me give you an example. You know how they show you kind of walking up to audition and they show you in that room, all that stuff, as if it happens in a day? It doesn't happen in a day. It's all separated. It's all contrived. They tell you where to walk. It's not even a real room.
Wow.
That's how the level of the facade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The performance order, all that stuff. Like it's just all. They tell you what to sing. They tell you how to sing it.
They tell you what to
They
wear.
stage you. You have to wear what they tell you to. So it's like they control everything.
Yeah. But see,
So even when you see people that are on the show, which maybe they say, "Oh, I chose this song because of this," and you're like, "Why did you choose that song?" They didn't choose it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Wow.
it's
We
not.
just
their
got the
choice.
exclusives here, like what it's really.
We didn't
because,
know that.
I mean, because we know that everything's not what it seems on TV. I've been on set before, like where they told you to do such and such, and the room is actually bigger on TV, and it's so much smaller in person,
it's just
and all that
VFX. It's
stuff.
just-
But
Right. And then sometimes too, and another important thing to mention is sometimes they'll like purposely kind of egg you on.
Yeah.
Only because they want a moment. So maybe they'll tell so and so, "Oh, you're gonna get through blah 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 blah." only for you to like, something to happen and then like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on with all those shows.
So this is what happened.
Yeah.
So, we're approached by NBC to audition for The Voice. And at first, we had a lot of kind of back and forths with it, but...
Why is that?
Well, I mean, for one, we were in school, and it would have been a situation where we would have had to...
one thing. So you were approached, you did not apply.
No. We didn't even do the initial audition. We actually got to skip the open call, which is how most of it works.
Yeah.
So they'll reach out to people to come audition, or not audition officially, but like you skip like certain rounds.
Right.
So yeah.
So
Wow.
Basically, we were. Jessica was at UC Irvine, and I was, at this school called AMDA, and I was in my I was basically my final week. So I would miss finals. I'd miss all of that stuff.
Wow.
So deciding, our manager at the time, everybody was like, yeah, I think this is a good move. So we went and we did it. We went to the open call, the private auditions, did everything, blah, blah, blah. We got through. We're like, yay, whoop-de-whoop. So we were taken, we got, how long did it?
It was a 2-week, it's like a 2-week process after that stage.
Yeah.
Where, you audition for producers, and then obviously for the, that actual audition where you go for the spinning chairs, that audition, it's like a 3-week process. So it's not, it doesn't happen that instantly. So what you're doing during that time is you're going to vocal lessons, you're going to staging workshops, you're going to the stylist.
It's pretty much just prepping you.
Yeah, to get your outfit done. So it's like, it really is like a low-key, like back in the day, back in the day with Motown where they would like, everything was like done by them.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
So
and it was honestly like, regardless of anything that happened, it was one of the like best experiences.
I was gonna say that experience must have been kind of great though, just to see how it is.
It was really cool because we got to meet. We made so many really cool friends that were also artists that we still, we're still friends with to this day. One of them, Avery Wilson. I don't know if you know him, but he's like pretty like big on Vine now. And we shouldn't have listened to them when they said, okay, perform it this way, sing it that way, blah, 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 blah. Because if we were going to perform it our way, it would have been Ivana coming in on the piano.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have
been... Exactly. I kind of sense that. Because looking at your style now, looking at your style in The Voice, it was it's a huge difference.
Yeah, because it's not us. And again, like, you talk to most people that go on that show, they'll kind of tell you the same thing.
This is so sad.
It's really not a show for artists. And I think that's...
It's a show for the views and the ratings.
It's a show for performers, really. And it's kind of like, if you're going on there to kind of fulfill your artistic vision, it's just not the best fit.
And I mean, let's be real. You see that show and their track record, how many of them are relevant?
Shots have been fired.
And she did the hat tilt though. She was
waiting for you at the door. So we're gonna leave that there.
Yeah,
only because we don't want to,
Matter of fact, we're gonna upload this as a separate video. It's gonna be the Voice exclusive exposure.
Speaking of that, though, it brings me to my next question, and no one likes to hear this. Even Ike and I have gotten it before about whether you guys.
And I was considering it. I was considering.
So, if an opportunity arose where either Ivana or Jessica received an opportunity, and the other didn't, would you guys collectively as a team take that and let either of you, whether it be Ivana or Jessica, go?
Brace yourselves.
No.
Nah.
No.
Never gonna catch me. All right.
Cut it out.
We're gonna keep relating that back just like that.
And I say that because the way, and I don't mean to be very divine intervention type, but just the way we were born, our whole story of how it all happened. I mean, I started singing because I was born first, and then all of a sudden
I was born first.
Jessica just started singing out of nowhere.
No, but what age was this?
This was like 5, 6, 7, like around the time where you're growing, and she just still happened to start singing, and it was just like,
you sing too?
I mean? Yeah.
So,
girl, we can do this together.
speaking of young age and family and things, you guys are Nigerian.
Yes.
You guys were born in Nigeria.
Bang, bang.
No.
Whoa,
This
what?
is the story.
Nee, get your facts right,
No,
Nee.
because I did
Get
some
your facts
research
right.
earlier, but I thought no, because I'm like, where's the accents?
Yeah.
You know?
My sister and I were both born here, but we went straight back. So we kind of like my mom would travel a lot, so she had us both in America. So like she had Ivana in Livingston, New Jersey, then went straight back, living there, and then she got pregnant with me, went to Charleston, had me, went back. So it's
Poppin'. Very musically inclined states, by the way. She picked very great places to give birth to everybody.
you know, so it was, so it was kind of like that. So we were, from obviously when we were that young to when we were about 8, we were living in Nigeria. And, my parents are from there and live there too. So it's kind of like, it's hard to kind of call Charleston and Livingston our hometown because we only were there for like a day.
Yeah.
Yo, I feel you, man. That's how it was for me,
so
too.
that's why it gets kind of complicated to explain because it's like we were technically born there, but then it's like,
So how long did they stay?
This is 7 years?
In Nigeria, like
about
no, a little longer,
like about 8, 9.
That's a long time. I thought you guys, wow.
So we were there.
I got in the bar. Listen, I'm going to ask you one question. If you answer this question, you will. It's very simple. Kedo Keme.
Adima.
Oh, and there we go. Knocked it out.
Ibukwanu.
Hey.
You gotta put people through the Igbo test. You gotta make sure they know.
Yeah, because you know how these people be violating. They don't even know their culture. Boo, they showed you.
These American people, they become Akata people. They don't want to be.
Yo, can you imagine if you did that? We were like,
Yo.
wait,
Yeah, exactly.
We wouldn't have cut that either. It would have been right there.
You'd have been like, what? Excuse me? I'd have been like, hey, I think we need to.
End call.
like,
Nah, but yeah, we're about that life. Don't worry.
That's right. I
no,
respect it.
So did you guys like outshine everyone? Like, was it a kind of thing like where you guys, they were just like, oh, sing this, and then everybody was like,
well, I can't even front. I mean, like, I would like lead, like, whenever it came to like, okay, we'd have like talent shows for like, we'd have choir shows or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd kind of get the group together. I'd be like, all right, so
what we gonna do?
Do that. Yeah.
this chick. I'd like make sure all the harmonies were in check.
Okay.
Wow.
See, I wasn't really confident. Like I remember when I was in 3rd grade and she was in 4th. There was like a songwriting competition because we went to a performing arts school, and I was so scared to like ever put myself out there. So I wrote this song and I made her enter under my name, and then she ended up winning. And then
then you were like, oh no, I'm about to take this serious.
That bad. And then Ivana would always do like the talent shows, like so. Ivana would put herself out there more at first, and I was just really shy. Like I didn't like to have attention on me.
I kind of sense that.
Hey,
with you too,
every duo has that. We had it too. Neoma was out there. She was really out there. I was a computer geek, It's just
that's me. Like I'm kind of more like the nerdy one. But I think like also though, Ivana helped me kind of get more confidence in myself. And that's
same thing with Ike. Ike did that for me too.
I know. But and it was and I think that's why we do work so well. We're very yin and yang. So Ivana's always the one that's like, man, it'll be okay.
Aww.
Like everything's
the things.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, that video went viral, like where VanJess, they made their own little version to it, and then some guys thought it'd be funny to have their own version of "Never Gonna Catch Me."
And they butchered the song, might I add.
And here is the video clip.
Never gonna catch me, no, 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 never gonna catch me, no.
Never gonna catch me, no, 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 no.
My thing is, and I was telling these girls, this is now like my 3rd time telling them, I wish that they would just put the watermark.
Just put
watermark just there for everyone to see that is VanJess.
People are thinking it's just random girls.
Random girls just sing, random cute girls just singing like. Hey,
I saw the video. I said, VanJess, VanJess, put your name.
Yeah, like I had people on my timeline like posting it, and I'd be like, "This is VanJess music. This is VanJess music. Tag VanJess music," and people just think, "Oh, it's a regular video. I'm just gonna post it."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I feel you. Like because it's one of those things where we didn't know people do that. You know what I mean?
We didn't know.
It was like kind of a shock to us because we were like, what is? Because even that initial video, like, because it had gone viral on Vine, just that.
Twitter.
And we didn't even expect that because when we filmed it, it was kind of like almost a joke. Like how we're like smiling, like
Yeah.
so we can like get it because we weren't getting it. We kept doing it over and over, and Ivana was like, oh, maybe if we just loosen up a bit. So she's like, oh, just shimmy. And I was like, no.
I was like, just do this.
like laughing. And so it was just funny how stuff where like you don't even expect
and it wasn't even, we weren't even supposed to film that particular Vine. We had another one they were going to do for the weekend. And then we were trying it and it was like, nah, this shit is not working. So we're like, okay,
let's try this
Let's try Never Catch Me. And it just was like, okay, let's post it. And I kid you not, the first week we posted on Vine, it had no likes.
Wow.
Nobody,
so we're like, okay, next.
We were just like, okay, well, maybe nobody's really like picking it up. And then it took one guy on Twitter who had like 50 followers to just retweet it. And then all of a sudden went. Then it just went, and then like,
wow.
That's how it happened.
Yeah,
so
it's really crazy.
Again, everything happens at the right time because I'm telling you, it happened at the right moment.
Yeah,
So,
and it's crazy because after that, then we were reached out to by our manager now, and then we met up with the producer that we're working with now, Mac McKinney, who's like really dope. He's been nominated for Grammys. His most popular hit record was "Damage" for Dandy Kane.
Nice.
But
Damage.
So it's been like
okay. Stop it. All these your singing
I'm telling
dreams.
you, I can just hop in Vanny music. VanJess music. VanJess
themes right now are like the best they've ever been because we have people around us that really, number one, understand the vision and
they believe
and like we're the focus. You know what I mean? And that's what was lacking before. Even if we're walking into a label, we won't like really say anything.
Yeah, I know. Right. I've seen those people. They will go to Rock Nation. They will take pictures in the corridor, in the hallway.
In the corridor, come on, corridor.
In the hallway, they say, "I'm about to make it."
I'm like, dude, that's the thing. Like, and that's what they do. And we're like, what's the point?
There's no point in
like
that.
literally, like we were at. Remember, like
we're at Capitol.
2 years ago, we went to Capitol, and we're like, we could really just,
hype it up.
Yeah.
All over, but we did it. But it's like, I think it's just like for us, it's more important to just do what we need to do, and then when it just comes, it'll just seem like it came out of nowhere. That's the thing. Everything we do seems like it comes out of nowhere. Yeah. Because we're kind of like doing it, not kind of showing the world.
We're in the lab.
That's good. That's very
That's
good.
why we do the vines and we do all that stuff, so our fans know we're still alive.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like we call it keeping our ship afloat while the while the pot's cooking.
So stay working while the bird's chirping. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
You guys released a new EP this year.
Back to the basics, time to race it. Venom moments on operate. I had a deep thirst took over me, so how'd I wait from that deception now? Thank the Lord, every second.
It was actually a re-release. We had released it kind of as a mixtape in 2013. But we wanted to kind of start the year off giving our fans a way to support us. Because I think that's one thing we didn't have before is like we didn't have our music on iTunes, and so we were like, this would be a good way to kind of like introduce our music to iTunes and also give our music that we already had out to our new fans, Right. So so it was really dope. Like it charted, on the iTunes charts, the iTunes R&B charts, and they featured it on the main page. So that was really awesome and seeing
both ways.
You guys want to shout it out now, and it's still on iTunes now.
Yes, it's still on iTunes now.
Okay, so just drop it like a radio tag, like, yo, this is Jess from VanJess, real quick, mixtape on iTunes, download that.
Escape, yeah.
Hey guys, it's VanJess. Wanted to let you know our EP, Double Zero Till Escape, our debut EP, is available on iTunes now. You can get it for $3.99, so go out and cop that.
Peace.
$99.
That's it.
Boom, there.
Or is it $4.99? It's $3 or $4.99.
They can pay taxes now. It's not.
They are currently in a competition right now. This is the biggest.
How could you forget
No,
the
it's in the back
iHeart?
of my mind, but I just kind of want to approach it slowly.
iHeart Radio, Rising Star, contest/campaign. But yes, so we were one of the artists chosen to participate in the iHeartRadio Rising Star campaign. Super huge, we're representing, we're like the only urban act.
We are the only urban black.
Wow.
So it would be awesome to, for you guys, everybody listening, to support.
Yes.
Right.
You can vote every day.
We have to support now. Every single Nigerian that's watching this
If you're
thing
watching
right
the video
now, if you're
right
watching
now,
it,
please
go onto that site and click.
Get your mother's phone, get your father's phone.
Exactly.
You can vote up to 50 times a day. Oh.
Get your cousin, your
50 times a
neighbors.
day.
Yeah, get everybody to go to iHeartRadio.com/RisingStar. You can vote for us by email, or if you're not in the US, you can also tweet #RisingStar, #VanJess.
We got you. So where do you guys see yourselves in 10 years?
Oh my God, 10 years. Hopefully with 10 Grammys on the shelf.
Speaking to
Take it to the next, right.
Ashe.
What's Ashe again?
Ashe is another word for amen now.
Okay. Me.
And hopefully we've done like 3 world tours.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's beautiful.
10 years and 10 years.
10 years.
3 tours and 10 Grammys. That's right.
Just success and
Are you going to marry? Are you going to get married?
in 10 years.
No. Wait.
I want to know their bride price.
Wait. Why is it that a man will ask you if you are getting married in 10 years? Now, if you guys were men, would Ike ask you that question? Are you getting married? We have money to count, my dear.
Oh, what
There's
ask
money
me?
and things to count.
Oh, this is 3 women versus 1. If you are watching this, you know what I'm going through. The pain that I'm going through right now if you're watching this.
I'll just say to be decided, because that kind of stuff you can't predict.
To be decided, because these hoes ain't loyal.
Did Yvonne
I
just
agree.
say that
She
on
said this
set?
whole thing. Like,
Wow.
they'll think it's hood now. They'll think it's a farming tool. It's okay. That's right. I'm throwing it up too.
But honestly, like for us, it's just about getting our music out there and being able to make a living off it. That's all we want, really. And I think like because we did take the time to figure out what we wanted to do musically, even if it required that we kind of were MIA for a little bit, but we came back with a bang, and now
Never gonna catch me now.
everything.
No. Never gonna catch me.
And it's really cool that everybody's liking our song "I Don't Need 'Em."
Yeah.
We're gonna release the studio version really soon for summer. And yeah, we're really excited. It's gonna be so good.
Well, this has been great. I would love to do this much longer. I'm gonna get each of you's numbers later.
And if you guys are ever in New York, please come check us. As you know,
we can make this a studio thing. You can join into one of our skits.
Yeah.
We have room for different characters.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So
so down.
okay. So yeah, ladies, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Love you.
For those who are watching this interview, please make sure you go and vote for these beautiful, talented ladies. It's
Remember.
yeah, it's very important that we stick with each other and we stick for talent.
Yes. The
Yes.
message.
Support.
Yes.
It means the world.
So it is iHeartRadio, right?
.com.
/Rising Star.
And-
Ike will put the link there below.
Ike will do everything. Ike will do it.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
But
You can also tweet VanJess, #RisingStar. And
Right.
every tweet is a vote, every retweet is a vote. So
yes. Thank
Okay.
you so much again, ladies.
thank you
It's
guys.
been a pleasure.
You guys are awesome. Oh my God.